Man, Rockstar just dropped an amazing trailer for the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy. Three of the greatest games of all time in one package, enhanced for next generation, for a new generation of people to experience again, three of the greatest games of all time. If you do not understand the importance of GTA 3, let me explain it to you. Any open world sandbox game you've ever played has been inspired by GTA 3. They all work off the blueprint of GTA 3. This is Rockstar's time to shine before anyone that's an old head comes in and says, well, GTA 3 was built off of systems by other people. I know that. If anyone knows me, you know I know that. But let's just give some celebration to Rockstar and these great games. But before we get into it, I'm going ahead and tell you, sadly, it's 2021, and there's so many gamers that just negative and they hate everything. But I'm gonna bust their bubbles. I'm gonna defend this game. I'm gonna defend it. Normally I get on game. I'm gonna defend it because there's a lot of crap I'm hearing from these people. But we're gonna get into that a little later. First, I want to tell you guys, check out the trailer. The trailer is going to be running in the background, but I encourage you when you're done with this video to watch the trailer on your own because the music that's playing, I'm not going to be playing the music. The music that plays is great. Check the trailer out, but we're going to go over some of the things Rockstar already said is going to be in this version so you guys know what's in it. And then I'm going to go over some controversies and show you guys some interesting things that you could easily find on YouTube. I'm going to bring it to you directly so it can prove to you that these gamers are full of crap. So Rockstar is bringing some different enhancements. There's going to be GTA 5 style control layout. Now, that doesn't mean that the characters will move or behave any differently than they did in the past. It just means that instead of things like using the L and R buttons to swap weapons, or in older GTA, certain weapons required you to go in first person, you won't need to do that anymore. So they're bringing that stuff over. There's going to be improved gunplay, improved targeting system, which is kind of needed for the older GTA 3 and maybe even Vice City. You can argue that. For me, I'm just so used to those games, I don't find their targeting systems to be bad. But most people say San Andreas targeting system was better. And there's going to be updated driving controls universally across the board. So I guess every game is going to have kind of San Andreas driving controls. There's going to be, again, update to the weapon system. There will be a weapon wheel and radio station selection. So I guess it's going to be more GTA 5 style instead of just swapping between them using the triggers. You can now use the update to the mini map, and you can set waypoints. Many people don't know this. The old GTAs, you cannot set waypoints. A lot of people who get into PC gaming and go buy old games try to play Grand Theft Auto games and wonder why they can't set a waypoint. I think the first one that let you do it was San Andreas, but even that waypoint system was kind of like, it kind of didn't work as well because there was a lot of items on the map, a lot of distractions, and sometimes you would look on the map and try to find your waypoint you place down, but it blends in with everything else. So that's going to be changed. And there's some Rockstar Social Club things going on. There's going to be achievements. Now, if you play Grand Theft Auto Trilogy on the PlayStation 4, buying the PS2 games on PS4, they have achievements, and I think they might have had achievements on the mobile version of those games as well. But they're going to be new achievements, so even if you experience those versions, there's going to be a mixture of those achievements plus newer ones. So that's good for those who want to trophy hunt and get new achievements. The game will also be up to 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 and Series X. And there's also going to be like Switch specific stuff. Now this stuff sounds like things that will be in the mobile version in general. There's going to be touchscreen zooming, pans and menu selections, as well as gyro aiming for the Switch. I mean, we can all guess that the Switch version is pretty much going to be the mobile version. That's why it's coming to mobile. And looking at this game, this definitely can be on mobile. You're going to need a more modern day phone, but this should work well on mobile. I don't think anything I got will work with it though. And lastly, the graphics have been improved with better lighting, better textures. There's also new foliage and things like that added, better weather effects. But Now we're going to get into the controversy since we're talking about the graphics, because that's the thing. Everyone's complaining about the freaking graphics, and that's fine. I'm not saying you have to like these graphics, but let me again remind some people the bull crap that gamers like to do. They like to live in pretend land where they didn't sit here and pretend for years that these GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas mods that have been on PC for years wasn't something they bragged about. What do I mean by this? I can show you videos of people who have modded Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, and yes, this game looks like a modded version of those games. It's just officially licensed or done by Rockstar. Not only that, people have also made kind of like not remasters, but remastered cutscenes using stuff like the Source engine and stuff. What do you call it? I think they use like, I forgot what it's called. I think they use Gary's mod or something. It's some tool with the Source engine from Valve where you can make movies, and they'll take enhanced models of GTA characters and remake cutscenes. You can find these videos all over YouTube. And for years, people have been screaming, oh, I would love for them to remake those games and make them look like this. I would love for them to remake these games and make them look like that. Or many people said, man, look how these modders made these great mods for these games. I would love if Rockstar would have done this. It would have been cool. I would even pay money for it. Gamers talk like this all the time. They've been talking about this for years. Rockstar does it. Now people are saying it looks ugly. It looks weird. It doesn't look enhanced enough. It looks like they just modded the game. Well, you've been accepting modded stuff for years. You've been claiming that you would even pay for these free mods if they charged you for them. But now that you're being charged for them, now that they're actually officially being brought to a game and being put everywhere for everybody to buy, now you're being judgmental. Now you're saying, oh no, I don't want to pay for this because it's not good enough. See, again, for anyone that did not grow up watching these things online, did not for years brag about these things, these mods on PC, I'm not talking to you because clearly you weren't involved. But I know people from my generation are the ones that's mostly complaining. The people who grew up with these games or apparently did. They're the ones saying that this isn't enough. Now keep in mind, whatever their favorite game is, all they have to do, that team, that development studio, all they got to do is slightly increase the frame rate and resolution of a game they like and release it again for full price, and they'll eat it up. Maybe you just don't like Grand Theft Auto like that. Maybe this isn't enough for you, and that's fine. You don't have to buy it. But don't sit here and try to tell me, someone who knows y'all very well, you all will buy anything if you like the company enough. All this complaining, to me, is whining and bullcrap. If it's not enough for you, don't buy it. But you're not finna stop me or anyone listening to this video from getting hype. I haven't been hyped for a game in years. This is getting bought. I was already planning to buy stuff for Black Friday. I'm not buying nothing but this. I don't need nothing else on Black Friday because I'm buying this. And if this is not on sale, which it probably won't be because it's coming out like right when Black Friday hits, I'm just gonna buy this. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I definitely will be covering this trilogy. I will put this warning out. All I hope is that the game does not have the mobile port flaws. Meaning, really, it was really just Grand Theft Auto San Andreas that had the problem. But as long as that's not there, those issues, which I really don't think they will be, man, this is going to be a treat. For anyone that experienced them in the past and anyone who's never experienced them, you're in for a great time. 3 of the greatest games ever made for $60, enhanced. Peace.